Good morning, YouTube. This is Scott with InsideTheCurve.com, back with another Fusion 360 woodworking tutorial. This morning I'm going to be showing you how to model up a simple, well, it's not going to be simple, a desk that I plan to build here in the next few weeks. So let's get into it. So as normal, I'm going to hit save here. I'm going to name this desk. Save. I'm going to start out by creating a few components. I want to make sure I keep this pretty organized in this project, so this can be a good one to see how I kind of organize things. So I'm going to create a new component. So it's going to have two miniature bookshelves kind of with a top on them, if that makes sense. So it will one once we get done. So I'm going to name this left side. Okay. So you can either create a component from hitting here, new component, or you can right click on the top of the tree and create a component, or then right click on whatever the main level component is and create a component in that. It's just kind of basically how files work inside of or folders work inside of Microsoft or Mac or whatever operating system you're using. So we have our left side cabinet. So inside of there I'm going to have components as well. So I'm going to start out with the side panels. Side panels. Okay. Then I'm going to have a left and right side panel. Like so. Alright, so now we're ready to start creating a sketch. I'm going to do that on the right side here. Draw that out. D for dimension. We are going to say 18 inches for now. We can go back and edit that. And we're going to say 28 and a half inches. I'm going to have an inch and a half top, so we'll see how that feels. So we see it's black, that way we know it's fully defined. I'm going to go ahead and hit stop sketch over here. Q brings up press pull, select the surface, and extrude that out. 3/4 inch plywood stock, enter. Done with that. Now I want to create inside of side panel. I want to create another component, new component, like so. I'm going to name this right side panel. Enter. So now I'm going to hit M for move to create a copy. And I'm going to move that 16. That seems a little long. 14 inches maybe. Like I said, we can go back and edit all these dimensions once we get moving along. So now you can see I have a left and right side panel inside our side panels of our left side cabinet. Hopefully that makes sense. I'm going to probably make a little Word document and break down the file structure of this. Alright, so now we're ready to come up to the top component in our tree here of the left side. And I'm going to create a new component. And we're going to name this divider. Because I'm actually going to use drawers throughout, so we're going to name this top divider. Like that. So it's active, we can tell that by the fisheye. I'm going to draw a sketch on that surface. And I'm actually going to go ahead and turn our right side panel off so I don't get any sketches on that for right now. And I'm just going to draw a rectangle off of there. like so. I'm going to use our collinear to lock that in, but we can see it's saying over constrained, so I don't really need to do that. So D for dimension here. I'm going to say I'll probably make those 3-inch wide strips, and then these will just be our 0.75 plywood stock. Okay, stop sketch. Q brings up press pull, and we want to go to object, and I'm going to select that. So to object, select object. I'm going to turn our right panel back on. I'll make sure I select the inside here. And there we go. Stop sketch. There's a little divider there. So now I'm going to go ahead and create a few more of these inside divider. So I'm going to go to the top level of the dividers. And I'm going to create a new component. This is probably going a little deep in the levels of these folders. You could probably just keep all these dividers and copy them and have them work as one, but I'm just going to separate them out just in case I want to do something different with them. That way it's easier to modify them. Middle divider, and it's giving you the ability to see how you can really structure these to make it work. So we can see it's active by the fisheye. We're in the top level. We're inside our divider folder. So I'm going to hit the M move tool again. Select the selection there. Create copy. And I'm going to go straight down. Say 13 inches. Enter. I'm going to look at it, make it real quick. That looks about right. So now we have our dividers in there. So I'm going to create another new component. Bottom divider. And this one was going to be a full width bottom shelf. So we are going to create a sketch. I'm going to create it on this left side panel again. I'm going to turn the right side panel off. I'm just going to draw a rectangle in here, like so. I'm going to use some constraints, collinear. I want the lock in over there, and I want this side to lock in over here. D for dimension. Still using that same 3/4 inch plywood on here on the bottom, and we're going to make this about 2.75, so 2 3/4 inch, like so. Go ahead and stop that sketch. Turn back on our right side panel. Q brings up press pull as normal. Select that surface there. Rotate where we can see it, and we're going to go do the same thing as last time. To object. What object? This object. Like so. And there we go. So now the really only thing left to do on this is draw our drawer fronts. I'm not going to worry about drawing the drawers just yet in this video. The internal components, I'll draw the drawer fronts, but then we have to make a back panel for this to kind of hold everything together and true. So we are going to come back up to the top level of our left side cabinet. make that active. Make sure we're out of our movement tools there. We're going to name this back panel. Okay, enter, and I'm going to create just a component inside that. Back panel, or just name it back side panel, name it a different name. Okay, we can see it's active by the fisheye. Create a sketch. You want to make sure we select that there. And I'm just going to draw a basic rectangle like so. Q brings up, press pull. Oh, make sure I gotta have that selected as well. And we're just going to use 1/2 inch plywood on that probably. We got to make sure we have all these surfaces selected and we look good. Enter. Alright, there we go. Alright, so same thing, we're going to go back up to the top of our left side here. And now we're going to create some basic drawer fronts. New component. I'm going to go ahead and create a component inside our drawer fronts component. And we're going to name this top drawer front. Enter. Create a sketch as normal. I want to make sure that we are on the outside edge here and not against the back, which we can see we are, so our sketch should be on there, so I'm going to escape out of that. Control Z does undo, or Command Z if you're on the Mac like me. So we're going to select that, so that way we're on the outside edge. You can see that we are. So I'm going to draw a rectangle inside of here. So I'm going to draw a rectangle, something like that, I think. So now we're going to use the collinear constraint, and I want this line to come all the way up to here. And I want to make sure, same thing, collinear with this line here. Okay, you see it's black, it's fully defined, but I want to offset everything. So I'm at O for offset, and I want to select that, and I want everything to come in probably about 0.375, 3/8 of an inch. Enter. Alright. Now I would like to draw 2 circles. Not there. I'm going to get on the front view where I can see a little better. Circle. I'm going to select the equal, make this circle equal with that circle, or the other way around. And now I'm going to draw a line. Actually, I'm going to move these up D for dimension. And I only want these to go down probably 1 inch, like that. I'm at L for line. Angle these out. Something like that, and I'm going to hit tangent. this line tangent that one. Make this line tangent with that. This line parallel with that. So now everything should be good to go there. Q brings up press pull. And I just want to come out 1/2 inch. Alright, there's our drawer front. So I'm going to come over here to drawer fronts, new component. See, it's active that way. I'm going to select the component here, create a copy of it. I just want to go straight down. Let's see what that looks like. Looks pretty close to what I'm looking for. Enter. Locks it in. Alright, we can go up to our top of our left side here, turn it on so we can see everything. It's looking pretty good. It's what I envisioned anyways. So we can go ahead and now we can go ahead and close all of these. And that kind of gives a better overview of how everything's working together. Side panels, divider, back panel, drawer fronts. So I'm going to close all that, make this active. Now all the hardware is pretty much done, so what I need to do now is come to the top of our desk tree here, new component, and I'm going to give this a name of right side. Enter. And now I want to hit the move copy on that. Create copy. And everything's selected there. I'll move that over. You see it's telling me it's 41 inches from the outside to that side. I'm going to go ahead and hit enter. If we open this up, you see we have everything in there. From the left side was copied over, but now it's under the right side, so we can modify anything in here and we'll be good to go. I'm going to check the front view here, fit. I want to see, I'm going to hit I for inspect. I want to get a measurement on that. It's 30 1/4 inch, that's probably about right. So I'm going to go ahead and leave that. So now I'm going to go ahead and go to the top of desk again, new component. I'm going to name it desk top. And now we're going to create a sketch on top of our desk. Make sure that we're on, see it selected the back there. So we need to undo that, Control Z or Command Z. Create sketch and make sure I get on top of the surface here. Like so. So now I am just going to draw a rectangle that way. And we're going to make this 18 inches, which it is. Enter. Make this, we'll make this 65 inches. Enter. I'm going to check the length, the overall width of this with I, and select that and that. 59 3/4. I'm going to hit D for dimension from this line there. That line to that line. 2.625. Enter. And now I'm just going to make this line collinear with our back line. And that's locked in. Q brings up press pull. Make sure we get that selected there. My desktop's 1.5 like so. Now, only thing left to do here is I want to modify chamfer. I'll put a nice little chamfer on here. Break all them sharp edges, just like that. I'll put a 1/2 inch, like so. Missed a side chamfer. 0.5. Come up to the top so we can see everything in all its glory. There we have it. There is my desk. I'm gonna hit A for appearance. Now I can really segment everything here. So the top is like a butcher block, so I don't know what to use for that one to make it look like it's gonna, but we're gonna use that on there. Oh, that'd be cool. And then we're gonna make the sides walnut. There we go. There's my concept of my, I don't know if these colors are gonna be what it's gonna be, but it kind of looks cool. There's the concept of my desk. I think I would want to move those in a little bit closer so there's a little bit more of an overhang. But so now you can kind of see what the power of drawing everything parametrically is here. So if I can open up this, go back to our original side panel, I'm going to make this active. I'll open that up, left side panel, make that act. Go to our sketches, edit sketch. The 18 inches, I don't like it anymore. Okay, so I'm going to make that 15. Enter. Stop sketch. Come back up to the top. Everything moved with it. Our top got narrower and everything, as well as both side cabinets. So that's what the really power is, making sure we have all our sketches fully defined. So I hope you got something from this video. I know it was kind of long. Hopefully I wasn't rambling on too much, but I think it turned out pretty cool. So be sure to hit the like button if you got something from it. Go ahead and subscribe. I'm going to keep pumping these videos out. Like I keep saying, there's going to be CNC router videos. I'm just looking for time to get outside. Till tomorrow. Be sure to have a great day.